Alright, today is March 19th, 2021, and this is Northern Alberta, as you can see from the crud everywhere. Spring is here, and after a long time, I finally got my 38 Willys pickup electric truck sort of running. Name's Ken. Been working on it over a period of years, on and off. And it's basically a fairly simple setup. Sitting on an S10 Blazer frame, two-wheel drive, 144 volt DC motor, control setup. I got the cover off the box right now. Curtis controller. The other components you're looking at, there's a vacuum pump for the power brakes, a DC to DC converter. Motor's kind of buried down below. The big aluminum thing is a heat sink where the radiator used to go, kind of keep it cool. Original brake setup. You can see the potentiometer's buried down in there somewhere. And yeah, body's still a little rough. Running some rally wheels. Haven't got the back fenders on yet. Needs a lot of work still. Here's the battery pack, 144 volts, 44 cells, each 3.2 nominal voltage, 180 ampere hours, onboard battery charger. Haven't got the battery management system hooked up right now because of some glitches I had, so I'm just testing it out. So today will be the first official test drive. So let's give it a try, shall we? Close this lid. I got it bungee corded up there so it doesn't fall on my head. And be off for a short muddy ride. This screws all the way down normally, but I don't have time to do it now. So let's see what we got. You can see the cab still needs a significant amount of work. Found this thing laying on its side in the bush about 30 years ago, and I always wanted to do something special with it. Sitting on largely the S10 Blazer floor pan, which I still have to finish, and the steering column. She's a tight squeeze for a chubby old man, I'll tell you. But the only gauge I got working so far is the amp gauge. Everything else is still in progress. Okay, so off with this. We're in second gear. Activate the 12 volt system. Activate the 144 volt system. And away we go. Makes a fair bit of noise at the beginning, and then that kind of dies off. So I won't be going too far because it is kind of muddy. In fact, I think I'll hit the brakes now. Whoa, big fella. That sound is the vacuum pump kicking in once I've applied the brakes. And because it's a fairly simple setup, the engine only rotates one way. I have to have a reverse gear still, which is what I got. Rattling and banging because a lot of stuff is bolted on fairly loose. And I got to work on that a little bit because my emergency panic button seems to kick out most of the time. What's the battery management system just kind of hanging out there disconnected. But you get the idea. It works. I can hardly wait for this road to clear up a little bit so I can try it a little further. But in the meantime, I've got to hook up the battery monitor system, the battery management system, and I think an overspeed controller for the motor so I don't blow it up. But she's looking pretty good. Let's see if I can get into the garage without killing myself here. Okay. Usually you don't really have to use a clutch because the engine just goes to 0 RPM. And let's try backing it in here. Yeah, no mirrors yet, so I'm not really sure where I'm at. Oh, big fella. I think this is going to be considerable fun. All right, I'm going to have to stop here just so I don't wipe out into my garage door. But you get the idea. This is going to be one fun little machine. Just kill her for now. Thanks, guys. Talk. Hi again, guys. Just to give you an idea, this is what it would look like with the hood and the front sheet metal on. I think she's going to be a very unique little machine.